There are many success stories in the Gambian jurisprudence today that anybody can look back and say, thank God for lawyer Ousainou Darboe.
What I find very interesting about his contribution is this determination to get to the last level of our court system to prove points. And those points have become, as we say, locus classicus in terms of making referral or reference to those cases. A case in point is the case of Sar and others versus Juara, which was a case about the market, this weekly market called Lumo in Brikama. When the VDC of Brikama wanted to collect the rates and the daily tax from the market, and the governor stopped them. So Ousainou went to court on behalf of the community to assert the community's right to collect rates. Unfortunately, the case did not turn favorable to them, but out of the case, some very good precedents were laid. It was able to determine the right of the Alcalo in the village, because then the Alcalo of Brikama had three powers: power to collect rate, power to represent government in the village, but also to collect other rates different from the market rates. So the court was able to differentiate these three powers, and then the power to collect rates was then transferred to the area council, which became the precedent. Now area councils are collecting rates, and I'm sure through GRA also.
With an amazing grasp of the Constitution, Ousainou was renowned for his tirelessness and meticulousness in the quest to get to the bottom of cases he believed needed settling once and for all.
This is a person who would say, let's go to the next court for two things: either to prove his point, but also for the case to settle some legal doubts. And through Ousainou, so many doubts have been settled. I am sure the famous case that everybody knows him for, and he has participated, which produced very good legal principles, is the case of Fatou versus Joseph Bassen, the case that came out from the old Joswang. It was about Sinana rice fields. That case settled our land issues. It was able to prove that in the Gambia there are 5 ways to prove a land. And that case is now the most cited case for proving land in the country. And Ousainou did that. And when I spoke to him about that, he said, I did not start that case. So he took the case from the appeal court level, and they lost. He said, no, I still believe that the issues are not settled. And he proceeded to the Supreme Court. And now, in the Gambia, you know how to prove title to land.
In every sphere and aspect of the law, Darboe's contribution is there. In about 1983-84, during the Senegambian Confederation, some terrible incidents happened in the Fonyis, Sintet, Mayok, Arankonkunda, Kamfenda, and other villages. The Senegalese, led by some Gambians, went to those villages and collected the village heads and elders and would take them to the Bantabas to be very, very badly humiliated and tortured. Now, I know one person, Boto Jaju from Sintet. He came and saw me and said, look, we cannot have this. These people, these are our elders. How can we allow this thing to happen? And Mr. Darboe, I said, look, we have to take them to court. We sued the government, South Africa's government. That case took a long time. It was done pro bono.
The case of Manson Dambele, who comes from my village of Lights. That case was important because people go to court for various reasons, especially businesses. And businesses who have suffered or that have suffered lost would want to recover through damages. So the case now is the case most cited for specific and general damages, how to prove specific and general damages. So it was through Ousainu's tenacity and belief in the court system, especially belief in the appeal process, that the Supreme Court of the Gambia, in Manson Lambel versus West African Examination Council, that the court was able to determine what constitute specific and general damages.
In all his career as a lawyer, Ousainu would go at any length to help promote the application of the law for justice, even if that means empowering the opposition lawyer.